Guys, want to learn how to build this cool website? Smooth. So if you want to build the same page, stick until the end of this video because you are going to create this amazing web page yourself. I'm Aryan Shirani and welcome in my YouTube channel. I'm teaching people how to build really cool website with WordPress and Elementor. So if you want to learn more, subscribe to my channel and of course get into this video to learn how to make this cool web page. So here we are in our page. So now I'm going to click on the plus button and then I'm going to click on the double columns and we will start adding some content in it, right? So we have the two columns here. Just click on the first one or click on this little widget and we are going to drag and drop the inner section. Remove with right click the right column of the inner section. Again, click on this little widget, add your title, in this case a logo. I will try to add, some random text, style, if you want to style it, of course, and then changing the colors and typography, also the font size, and the font we will be using Poppins. Great, weight a little bit bigger. So yeah, so that look okay, right? So I'm going to search now and drag and drop the nav bar. Of course, I made the menu in the backend of WordPress by going on Appearance and Menu, and here is it. Go on Style, and then Text Color, select the black color, Content, and I'm going to change the underline to None, so we have a little, mouse hover effect like that. Style and hover color, change it to a gray or whatever. Cool. So I want to remember you guys that the menu can be created on the backend of WordPress on Appearance and Menus. So let's click on the logo and go on Advanced, Positioning, and then make it Inline Auto. Click on the menu and do the same thing on Advanced, Positioning. Here is it. And then Width on Inline Auto. Let's click on the column here and then on Vertical Align, just change it to Middle. So everything is aligned perfectly now. Let's click on the inner section here, right click, copy, and then right click again and paste in the second column. Great, so now we're going to remove the logo and we are going to change the menu. By clicking on it, change the menu and select the second menu. Then click on this column here and then check the vertical line. As you can see, it's the same as before, and here on horizontal align, put it to the end. So now we have our menu at the end of the page and now we are going to search for the search form. So just add it at the top of it, click on it and then select full screen. So we have this minimal icon, style, and then we are going to look for toggle. And on the toggle we can change the color by selecting the background color, for example, and make it transparent. So we are left only with the icon. Change the color of the icon to black. Perfect. Go back on content and the size could be changed easily. Great. Get back on Advanced, Positioning, and again, let's make it Inline Auto like this. And of course, we are going to drag it and drop it here because it's the inner column of the inner section, as you can see. And now we are going to add the background of the right half. So try to select the column, the main column of the main section here on the top, and then go on Style. And of course, background color, we're going to change it to a gray. So let me check my XD design. I'm going to get my gray color from my XD design, of course, and then I'm going back here and I'm going to paste my color code so that we have the same gray as the design. Great. So now I'm going to click on this menu right here and I'm going to change some settings so that it moves in the right direction. So I'm going to, play with this, with the margins. And as you can see, we are changing a little bit the margins. I'm going to unlock this and try to remove some margins on the right. Let me try. And as you can see, this happens. Great. In this way, we are going to be able to have the menu taking less space and play more with spacing. So I just added 200, like minus 200 Let's try minus 250. And now I'm going to click again on this column here, and I'm going to change the horizontal alignment. Instead of default, I'm going to make it space between like this. And as you can see now, it's behaving in this way because we just make minus 250 and he's only seeing that little box there. So as you can see, we can fix this to 200 and this looks better. So let me check. Great, looks good. Let's go on. Click on this section here and then go on full width. And as you can see, with full width enabled, you have all the content taking all the space. So I'm going to select again this advanced, and here I'm going to change some padding, right? So let me click on the percentage, unlock this, and then try to add 10 to the left. Okay, looks better, looks great, cool. And then I'm going also to add some section in the two main columns. So now I'm going to click on this little widget here, inner section, drop it here, and then remove the right column. Click on widget, heading, and we're going to add some text right now. Nike, okay, style, of course, style it very quickly so that, we can make something very fast. Pop-ins as always. Let me change term firm to uppercase, and then you can also change the weight if you wish to 700, for example. The size could be changed, of course. Let me try. And then the letter spacing. So if you want to have more letter spacing, just edit the number without dragging, the bar. In this way, you can get your own letter spacing. Right click on this text, duplicate, and now we are going, of course, to edit this one. Style, change the typography, and of course, remove the letter spacing like that. And we are also going to change the settings to default, the transformation, sorry. So I'm going back to my design, and I'm going to copy and paste my text here. So let me try, just select this, change again the typography, make the size bigger like this. Don't worry if the text is getting hidden from the right section, because we are going to fix this with advanced. And the index, I'm going to change it to 1, and of course duplicate this for the other part of this text. Let me select this. Perfect. And now I'm going to paste, of course, my text. Great. Now let's select the first text here, and then we are going to click on this little percentage icon, unlock the padding, and add some on the left. Like this. I just added 12. Let me check. Looks good. Let me go on the widgets right now, and I'm going to add some spacing like this. You can change the spacing, of course. Let me play with that. So 65. Okay, just check it very quickly. Perfect. Now we are going to drag the right column like this by clicking on the middle of the line. And as you can see, we just dragged, the right side. Perfect. Go on the widgets right now, and then text editor, and here we will be adding some text. Style, black color as always, typography, change the typography to pop-ins, and of course, go on advanced, and here we are going to add some padding, percentage, unlock, and then right, we are going to add 30, and then of course, we are going to duplicate also this title and reuse it for the price. So for only, and then the style will be changed, the typography, make it smaller, and removing the letter spacing, and also the size will be changed. Great, make it like that, and then duplicate. And we are going to, of course, reuse this for the price value. So remove the letter spacing here. and size, change the size as you want, 43 in this case, and then I'm going to select this and change it to 349 and 99. By the way, it costs a lot less. It's just, you know, a random price. Perfect. Go on widgets, space, and you can add some space here. This looks awesome. And of course, just click here to check the preview. Okay, looks everything great. So we are going to probably work on the button right now. So search for the button, add the button here, drag and dropping, of course, change you know, the size. I make it extra large, then make it justified as alignment. And of course the text will be changed to something like buy it now. Go on style, and then black as always. Great. So now I'm going also to change the border type to solid, and then the border color to black. Hover. I'm going to change the text color, this time to black, and then the background color, I'm going to make it, let me check, white, like this. Perfect. The border color will be black. Perfect. Now the mouse hover is working really cool. So I'm going to remove the border radius, and as you can see now, it looks even better. Click on the widgets, and now we are going to add some spacing again, like this. Of course, click on it and change the spacing, pixel to 10, I guess it's okay. Click on the main column right now here, and then advanced, and we are going to remove some space by clicking 0 on the margin and 0 on the padding. As you can see now, the spacing is a little bit better. We removed all the spacing, but we have a problem with the button. So click on the inner column of the inner section, and again margin and padding should be 0. And as you can see now, the button on the bottom is taking the whole space and touching the line. On widgets, again, inner section, we are going to start building the right side of the website. As you can see, I just noticed that this doesn't align perfectly. The menu doesn't look very aligned. So I'm trying to select the column of this, but as you can see, sometimes it's very hard. So right click on it, navigator, and try to find the column that you want to edit. So in my case is the column of the inner section, and if you select it, as you can see now, you can easily select that. So go on advanced and change the margin. As I said, you need to make some twitching to have everything aligned perfectly, and as you can see now, looks better. Of course, now we are going back to edit our section here, so delete the right column, and then widgets, and of course I'm going to add an image. Drag and drop it like this, select your image. I of course already added my image, so you can insert the image, and that's the result. So let's fix a little bit the column. By clicking on this column here of the inner section, go on advanced, and again margin 0, padding 0, so we don't have any spacing. Cool. So now I'm going to the widgets here, and I'm going to add another inner section. Drag and drop it under the picture. I have a bug here, let me try again. So no worries, we can also duplicate this inner section, right click, duplicate, and we solve the issue. So remove the picture, and now we can add, another column. So we duplicated a column. We have 2 columns right now, and now we can duplicate it again, and we have 3 columns. Of course, clicking on the plus button here, we are going to add an image like this. Select this, and then choose your image. I'm going to select this, insert, and of course we are going to customize this right now. So click on the column, and then percentage, and add some padding. Try to play with it, and when you are done, style. Oops, sorry. Let's go back on margin. We are going to add some margin with a percentage too. So let me try with 2, and then again, sorry, on style, and change the color to white. Great. So we have our little card here with our picture of our shoes. So I'm going also to now duplicate this, but before I'm going to remove those. So remove those by right click on the column, and now I'm going to right click here and duplicate this one. Perfect. Now just change the picture of the shoes. Insert this, and again I'm going to choose this one. Great. So actually the slider is not fully functional. This is because we should use a third-party plugin and add a widget to make this slider working. Let me know in the comments if you want to see a video on how to make that. So I'm going to click on the first column and I'm going to click on advanced, and here I'm sorry, not advanced, I think style, and here on border I'm going to add a border, solid, and of course make it black, and I will just unlock this first and add to the bottom some pixels. In this way the first shoe looks selected. So now let's check the preview, and looks great. So I want this to make it to have it like full height. So the way to do that is going to click on the main section, layout, and make the height to fit to screen, and then you can change the column position to stretch. Now I'm going to change the padding of this inner section by clicking on it, and then I'm going to advanced, and of course on padding percentage unlock this by clicking on it, and on the left side I'm going to add some padding. In this way I will have some spacing just on the left, and yeah, looks good. So now we are going to play with some sizing, twitching, spacing. So I would like to have, for example, some space on the top of my menu. To achieve that I need to select my intersection, advanced, and click on this little percentage, unlock this, and on margin top I will add some space. Great. I'm going to select the second intersection, advance again, and percentage, unlock this, and of course on the top I will add the same spacing. So you need to play with this, check it, and yeah, once you have done that, check the preview, and if everything is okay, just go on. Perfect. Click on the responsive mode, and we are going to check now the tablet version. As you can see, it's a mess. So we need to change some few things. Select on the main section, advanced, and here we are going to change the padding, of course, and try to play with the percentage instead, and then add some value inside. And here I'm trying to fix this, but unlock of course the padding first, and then on the left add 5. So on the tablet should look like that. Select the first text style and then change the size, make it smaller like this. Select the second text. First, let's copy the first text style and then paste the style to the second text. In this way, we don't need to change everything again. Click it and then change the padding left by clicking on percentage, of course, and removing the padding. So now we are going to fix the text. Click on the text, and then here I'm going to click on percentage, of course, and changing this. Oops. Let me unlock this first and then change this again. As you can see with 20, I think it's great. And now we are going to change also the rest of the website. So on the right side, as you can see, we are going to click on the first column, advanced, and then on layout, I'm going to change the percentage to 100. So I'm going to select the second shoe here, 50, and the third one, 50 again. And in this way, I just achieved this little structure here. So let's try now to check the preview. This looks awesome. So yeah, let's continue. Change the text of the price, typography, and of course make it smaller. The spacing, you can even make it 0 because there is a lot of spacing already. Then we can even fix this spacing here by clicking on the shoe, or let's click on the intersection and then go on advanced and percentage, unlock this, and just add some margin on the top like that. So we have everything aligned better. Cool, great. Let me check, and yeah, looks better. There is more spacing, looks cleaner, great. I'm going to make this smaller too because it's too big, and letter spacing, just reduce a little bit. And of course, all those changes are reflected only on the tablet version of the website, so no worries. Right now, the menu disappeared here on the top, so we need to right click on it, go on Navigator, so that we can find the menu. As you can see here, we have the nav menu, and we need to remove the margin. So removing the margin, now the menu appeared again, because of course we made some complex settings, and of course we need to refix this for the tablet version. So you can try to make it known and you will have the whole menu, but we will going to keep it like this, and then you click on the full width switcher here to on, so that now if I click on the menu, of course you have the menu working fine, and of course alignment, center and style, we will change it a little bit, like toggle button. You can go on background color and remove the background color and make it transparent, right? Advanced, and here make sure you have some margin on the right, and as you can see now, if I click on it, looks of course better. I suggest to play with it and make some more twitching to make this look better. Great, so I'm now going and fix the rest of the website, so the right side. And again here, you can click on known, for example, because this is a very small menu, so don't need to have the toggle button. So again, let's do some twitching here. I feel that isn't really aligned, so intersection selected on the padding here. Of course, I'm going to test and do some twitching. So let me try here. Actually, was the margin to change, not the padding. So yeah, now it looks better. Of course, I've checking the preview, and now it looks better. Of course, again here I'm going to change a little bit of the margin again, because for the tablet version is a little bit different. And yeah, so there is a lot of twitching, guys, I know, but you need to do this in order to achieve those cool designs. So if I click again on the menu, everything is working fine, and yeah, looks cool. Great. Click on here, and now I'm going to select the mobile version, and the mobile version actually it's very easy because it's all vertical. So I'm going to click on the first text and change the size. Second text, again change the size of it. Let me try like this. Okay, perfect. Now I want to change the padding of the columns, so let me check. Great, so I'm going to select the main section here, and of course I'm going to select percentage, unlock this, and I will keep it 0, okay. And then the inner column of this page, I'm going to percentage again, and of course I'm going to change this and add some padding. If I change this padding, it's not changing the padding of the bottom. As you can see here, there is no padding, is only changed on the first one. So select the inner section here and make it invisible. So I'm going to responsive, make it invisible for mobile. So hide for mobile. Great, now I'm going to change the padding also of those section. So select the section, the inner section here, and then I'm going to change the padding again to 0 and percentage. And now I'm going to, play with this and add some padding in this way. And as you can see, everything now looks fine. Great, so the mobile version was pretty easy, right? Let me check the preview. Looks great. Now if I click on the menu, it's working fine, and you can play with it. Of course, you can design everything better for the tutorial. I will try to, get everything faster. So let's close, let's get back to the desktop version, and yeah, looks awesome. Let me try and check if we can add some animation. So fade in, you can change these animation settings very quickly. So click on the first inner column here, and I'm going to motion effect again, and I'm going to change the effect. So I will make it like this. Second column, advance again, and motion effect. Change this to fading up, and of course make a little delay of the animation so that they look smoother and that they come one after the other. So same thing here, fading up 100 this time. And if you publish this, great. So I forgot one thing. Select this inner section and then on layout, make the overflow hidden. This way, when the picture is too big, it won't break up the website. Great. So now, as you can see, we have our website working fine. Great, and that's all, guys. Of course you can do better. You need to test, you need to try out. Making video tutorials is very hard. Sometimes I don't have the time to test. So try at home, try yourself, change the padding, change the margin, try to make some twitching and whatever, change the images. You can play a lot with those kind of stuff. So I hope the tutorial was useful, guys, and I really appreciate if you click on thumbs up on this video, subscribe to the channel and click on the notification bell to always get notified for new video tutorial. Of course, leave me a comment below if you want to give me some feedbacks, if you want to see something else, some suggestion. I really appreciate that too. So see you in the next one. Bye, guys.